Like, should I relax or should I lock in?
Playing middle as a college athlete, I would say, like, the roar of the audience, the best feeling ever.
My faith is everything. It makes me who I am.
I really wish that you could talk smack on the golf course. Like, that'd make it so much more fun.
I had some, like, decision paralysis. Should I sleep or should I do the schoolwork?
There's momentum goes both ways, right? So if you start winning a lot, that momentum is positive. If you start losing a lot, you get that losing momentum. And we just got to find a way to overcome that.
Let's be great today, Lions.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the Live Top Podcast. I'm your host, Damian Traylor, and today I have Paige Kluba and Christina Sierra tapping in with me. Welcome to the show, Paige and Christina.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Before I start the pod, can you guys tell me, or you girls tell me your major, class of graduation, and what sports y'all play?
My name is Christina. I'm a junior. I graduate in 2026, and my major is applied health science.
My name is Paige Kluba. I am a senior mass and sports comm major, graduating this May, but I'm coming back to play my fourth year of soccer and get my MBA at Piedmont.
Yes, sir. Can you tell me more about your major? Because I've never heard that major before.
Applied health science?
Yeah.
It's just health science. Like, it involves, like, I want to be an occupational therapist.
Mm-hmm.
I have friends who want to be a chiropractor. You can do, like, many stuff with the health science route. We learn a lot about anatomy, their biology, about cells. It's a really interesting track. I just really like the health field, and because I've been injured, so it's just like really cool to see like how the way the body works.
I mean, that's cool. That's something smooth for sure. But I also heard that Coach Timmy had the soccer team getting back on the flow with practices and lifts. How is that going so far for y'all?
It's been pretty good. The weather's been dicey, so not many practices, and we've been like, if we have practice, it's just like a good scrimmage. The team's doing pretty well. I think we were connecting very well as we did in the fall, and lifts are going pretty good. Everyone's looks like they're getting stronger. They want to be there and just be ready for the next season.
Yeah, we've had a lot of buy-in this semester. It's just been really nice. People showing up and putting it to work. So it's been good. We played 6v6 last night. And
6v6?
Mm-hmm. Basically like small-sided games.
Okay.
So it was fun.
It was really cold.
Yeah, Christina was freezing.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to lie. The weather, like, it's been crazy because it was hot a couple weeks back. Then it started getting cold. And then it started getting hot, a little warm again. And now it's cold again. So I'm not going to lie. Like, my allergies have been bad lately. So, man.
No, me too. I feel like I've been coughing every 2 seconds just because of the weather.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
so annoying.
Like, it was really so bad. So, for everybody out there, like, I actually had to postpone the pod maybe, like, 2 days after because, like, I woke up with a sore throat and, like, I couldn't even talk. So, luckily, y'all, thank you for y'all, like, being able to reschedule. So, but another thing I want to congratulate y'all is on achieving a 4.0 GPA during the season. Most people don't realize how, that, y'all are students before athletes. So the fact that y'all can, still be able to achieve such a great high GPA average while also being in season, I want to congratulate y'all on that for sure.
Thank you. It's definitely hard, but I think our coach Timmy and a bunch of the girls on our team really prioritize our academics, and we want to make sure that everyone knows that we're here to get our degree first. Like, of course, we're here to play soccer and we want to be successful, but getting our degree is very important, and that's what's going to carry us on in the rest of our life. So making sure we know the information to do that is, it's important. So.
Yeah, like I said, congratulations to y'all on that. But
Thank you.
On to the sports questions. My first question for y'all is, how do y'all juggle the student-athlete lifestyle here at Piedmont?
Honestly, my first semester, when I was a freshman, I did not juggle it very well. Like, I struggled in school a lot. I prioritized my social life over my academics, and like I paid the price for it, but I was able to come back from that and like focus and get my schedule on and just prioritize everything prioritize everything better, and I was able to come back from that, and now as a junior I'm able to succeed even more.
Yeah, it definitely takes years of practice. I feel like my freshman year I was focused on the wrong things as well. But working on time management and focusing on the right things and also surrounding yourself with good people. Like, I feel like our junior class, we always talk about it. We're all very driven people and we all want to get good grades and be on top of it. And so we kind of help support each other, making sure we're doing what we're supposed to do. We're going to lifts, we're studying, we're going to practice, and having a group of people who have the same mindset really helps make sure we're on track and balance everything.
Yeah, you know, Paige, it's actually kind of ironic that you brought up time management because that was actually my next question. And I know, Christine, you talked about, you know, you kind of struggling in, you know, your freshman year.
Yeah.
Is that because of your time management issues or how was that?
In high school, I was never a really academic person. Like, I honestly don't know how I graduated high school. I don't know what I learned. I don't know what I took. I don't know how I passed classes. And I just, like, something clicked in me, and I'm like, I have to get my shit together. I was like, this isn't acceptable. Like, I'm in college now. I'm an adult. Like, I have to lock in. And I was able to meet with some people and, like, especially surround myself with good friends who, like, pushed me to be a student, like, the student before the student-athlete. And even Timmy was very understanding about it as well, which was really nice. And, yeah.
How about you, Paige?
I was too much of a perfectionist in high school. I probably cared too much about my grades. But I was surrounded by a really good group of friends who we all prioritize our grades, and we wanted to get into good colleges, and we wanted to set ourselves up correctly. So coming to college, I mean, it was obviously a transition because it's just a different environment. You're not sitting in class from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day. So it's definitely different, but I feel like I've done a good job of balancing things with time management just because of the group I was surrounded by in high school. I was surrounded by a really good group of girls, and my parents were always encouraging of me to, like, do different things and not, like, restrict myself. And I feel like as somebody who, like, I mean, Christina can vouch for this. I always want to be involved in, like, everything, which Christina's always telling me. She's like, maybe you need to take something off your plate. And, like, that's good advice, and it's true, but I struggle with that. So definitely maximizing time management to the max.
Like, it's good to be busy, but at some point, like, you have to, it also affects you mentally. Like, you need to just take a breather, and, like, it's not the end of the world if you don't do everything at a time. Like, you know, just chill.
Yeah, I mean, that's real for sure. I mean, Paige, you are a very busy person, I'm not gonna lie.
We have a calendar in our room. We have she writes down, like, events and stuff. Paige, off to Vegas. Paige, going to
Yeah, she's went to Vegas this past weekend or something like that.
Yeah.
No, that's lit though for sure. Vegas is a very, like, a good vacation spot.
I had never been before, so it was definitely, like, interesting. But I had a lot of fun. So it was like a last minute. I asked my roommate's advice on if I should go or not, just because I was really torn because of the busyness of school and how, like, exhausting it can be. But I mean, with the specific situation, they told me it was worth it to just go, and I'm really glad I did.
Yeah. On my next question for y'all is, what made y'all fall in love with the sport of soccer?
Well, my dad played soccer growing up, and so then that's how me and my sister both got into it. But I was put in the YMCA soccer, and I was like, I don't want to do this. So I quit the day of tryouts, and then I did cheerleading, and then I went to play tennis, and I'm like, you know what, let me go back to soccer. And then ever since then, like, I found a team that I really liked, and I built connections, and I was able to reach my full potential, being the athlete that I was, having my father, my grandfather, and, like, just helping me and just being raised around, like, family in Colombia, like, just the environment, like, 'cause they're very big soccer players down there. And I just fell in love with how the players that I've watched growing up, the teams that I watched growing up, and it just made me become the player who I am today.
How about you, PK? PK?
Oh gosh. My dad played professional indoor before I was born, and then he was a coach my, like, entire life. So growing up, he always coached high school, and then once we moved to Georgia, he stopped coaching, and now he's back coaching again. So I was definitely influenced by that, but he always made a point, like, you don't have to play soccer. Like, don't play if you don't like it. But I just liked it. I had fun. I enjoyed it. I made a lot of friends. I'm sure Christina can agree with that. Like, you just meet so many people through it, and you go through bad coaches and good coaches, but the good coaches are kind of the ones that help you go through and make you want to keep playing. So,
you know, it's kind of interesting that you guys kind of talked about, like, you know, friends and, like, how y'all found friends in soccer. My next question for y'all is actually, what made y'all come to Piedmont to play soccer? Both of y'all basically just played it all.
Oh my gosh, mine is a story.
Well, that's what we're here for. Let's hear the story. I'm interested in hearing about it.
So my junior year, I tore my ACL for a second time, so I missed all of the recruiting process. I was going through a spiral, like a mental spiral of like, do I want to keep playing? Do I not? And I actually, by my senior year, like I was playing club, I was playing high school, and then it was around like, I think it was the springtime of my club season, and I'm like I had been, throughout the fall, like I was doing my my trips and visits and whatever, and towards the end of the spring, I'm like, I actually don't want to play soccer anymore, and then my dad was like, you're actually going to play soccer, like he forced me to, he's like, you're going to do it, I paid all this money, you're going to do it. I'm like, okay. So my sister already goes here, she's a senior now, and I already had met Timmy from when she had her visit, and I really loved Timmy as a coach. And I saw the way how she had her first season, and I'm like, this is probably a possibility where I want to go if I had to go somewhere, because I did not want to go D1. I'm 5'1". You think I'm going to play D1 soccer? No. I'm not. No. These girls are like massive. I didn't want to play D2, and I wanted to stay in Florida because that's where I'm from. But there's no D3 in Florida, so I was like, I have to go out of state either way. And so then I'm like, I'm just going to go play at Piedmont, because I had 2 teammates of mine from high school, Haley Rizzo and Jillian Addy. We all went to high school together. My sister went there. So then I'm like, I already know people there. I already toured the campus. I already know Timmy. I'm like, let's just go. Like, so then that's how I came to Piedmont.
And then mine's a little different, but kind of similar to Christina's. I played high school soccer with our goalie, Haley Dornan, and was really close with her and her younger sister, who's my age, throughout high school, and their family. And I knew I wanted to play in college, kind of. I was just very back and forth on it my whole life. I wanted to go to a big school, but I was also like, I don't want to play D1. I didn't want it to be my entire life. And so I talked to Haley about it, and she was like, well, I go to Piedmont now, and, like, I love Piedmont. And I remember a year before she came here, so, like, right after she committed, she was telling me about it, and I was like, no, this was August, when she, like, right when she moved into Piedmont. I remember telling my family and being like, I am never going to Piedmont. Like, I don't see myself at a D3. Like, I just don't see myself at a school that small. I don't know. And I didn't know anything about the team or anything at that point. So, like,
I also never watched a Piedmont soccer game. My sister was on the team. I never watched a game. I never kept up with anything. I was just, like, blinded. Like, I went blind. Yeah.
So you just went in, like, just like waiting
that.
for whatever?
Yeah. I was like, I'll just do it.
I mean, that's real. They'd be like that sometimes, for real, honestly.
Yeah.
So I have a question, well, for you first, and then I got a question for you as well.
Okay.
So my question for you is, was it like a hard transitioning from Florida to, like, another school in Georgia?
Oh, for sure, because I'm from a big city. Like, I'm a city girl. Like, you turn left and right, there's things to do. There's the beach, there's downtown, like, amusement parks. And then I moved to Demarest, and, like, there's mountains. Let's go on a hike.
It's nothing out here, for real, I'm not gonna lie.
And it's also hard being away from my family, too, because, like, they're my support system. And, yes, I have my sister, but we're 2 different people with different, like, mindsets and different schedules. Like, we just do our own thing. So, it's nice having my sister here, but I don't rely on her, like, a lot, you know? Like, I hang out with her, but I talk to her when I need to talk to her. I call my mom a lot. But it is hard being away from family, because it's not like a 45-minute drive down the road. Like, it's an 8-9 hour drive down, and so that's why I only go home for breaks. And then, yeah, that's pretty it.
Yeah. And can you girls tell me, like, I know both of y'all families kind of got y'all into the sport, but can you tell me the impact that you guys' families have had on y'all playing soccer?
I think my family's had a big impact. I mean, obviously, like, I grew up around it with my dad and everything. But my family just was very supportive. They came to my games. My dad asked me every single year. He was like, do you want to keep playing? And it was always up to me. It was my decision. But they were going to support me with it no matter what. So it was nice. Sometimes, of course, there's times where, like, you're annoyed with your parents because they're telling you a truth about your game that you don't want to hear. But sometimes it was great to just, like, be able to talk to them about it and not feel like, okay, well, I get off the field and my parents don't understand soccer at all, so I have no one to talk to. And, like, even my mom was a swimmer, so she didn't know that much about soccer, but she had been with my dad long enough to where, like, she understood the game enough to, like, have a conversation about it and know what was going on.
Yeah.
Sorry. I thought I had to burp. But
You good. How about you, though?
My mom is my biggest fan. She always supports me whether I have a bad game or just had a bad attitude towards it. She always was there for me she always comforted me. My dad, on the other hand, was very, hard-headed, strict about it. And then, those car rides after the games are never the best.
I'm already knowing.
So, I mean, he also just wanted the best for me. He always told me how I could be better, just like the dad stuff. And then my sister was just there. She just loved watching me play. So both of us playing, like, really brought joy to our parents. So it was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, those are really beautiful stories from both of y'all perspectives about how y'all families have impacted y'all in soccer. But my next question for y'all is, y'all are student athletes at the end of the day. What makes the student aspect just as important as the athlete aspect?
I mean, we kind of touched on it a little bit earlier. At the end of the day, we're here to get a degree to set ourselves up for the future. So I think the athlete experience is definitely important. I personally, hate looking at the transfer portal just because it sucks. It makes me sad that athletes are stuck at a place where they're miserable playing, or just, are in a place in the first place with a coach they don't like or teammates they don't like. So I think it's definitely important to prioritize, an athlete experience to make sure, we're enjoying ourselves in our final years of being able to play.
Yeah.
But being a student's definitely really important because that's what's going to get you the farthest in the long run, especially as a D3 athlete. Very few D3 athletes are going to play pro.
Yeah.
So
That is the truth of it. How about you, Christina?
She said it pretty good. Like she said, we're here to get our degrees, and that's why it's really important to prioritize academics before the athletic part. But just know that if you're going through a tough time academically, you have that escape and just able to leave it out on the field, in the weight room, anywhere else, and just come back to your studies when you're ready.
Amen, because I think even growing up, going to soccer was always an escape. If I was stressed at school, I had soccer, and it's you're exercising, you're decompressing your body. So I think that like we talked about earlier with time management, being able to have that outlet makes it easier to time manage and stuff.
Yeah. My next question for you girls is: the women's soccer team went 7-6-4, going 5-1 in conference. What are y'all overall thoughts and opinions about this past season?
We definitely had a bit of trouble. I don't know if anyone knows, but Haley Dornan, our starting goalkeeper, tore her ACL. Then we had Maggie in goal. She broke her hand. And then
entire hand.
One of our other
Entire?
Yes. So she had to go through surgery. So we were out. Goalkeepers they were all injured. So we had to pull up a field player, and Madison just did a phenomenal job. Just great attitude the whole time until we finally got our transfer, Hannah, and she was able to help us finish out the season.
So
it was a bumpy ride, but we did it.
Yeah. From the outside perspective, people look at our season and they're like, wow, women's soccer didn't do as well as they typically do. But from an inside perspective, we went through a lot of adversity and a lot of challenges that we had to overcome, and it really put a lot of pressure on our team chemistry. And I think that the girls as a whole, we all came together and bonded as a team and as a family, and we're we're going to get through it. Things may be tough, but at the same time, our players who just got injured, they just got injured. We need to support them, and, we need to continue playing and, doing our best for them. And like Christina said, Madison Johnson stepped in goal as a freshman who never played goalie before, and we beat Belhaven for the first time in school history with a freshman non-goalie in goal.
Wow.
Even though our record may not have looked as good as we wanted it to, at the end of the day, I think it still was, a good season to reflect on and be proud of.
Yeah, I didn't even know y'all went through all of that. That's no goalie. I know goalies one of the most. I don't know much about soccer, but I know goalies has to be one of the most important positions on the field, because that's the person protecting you guys. Is nobody scores basically. The goalie stops it. So, my next question is: the soccer team season has ended in the CCS semifinals for the past 2 seasons. What motivation does that give yourselves individually and you guys as a team knowing that y'all are at the doorstep of the championship game in the CCS?
My priority is to strengthen my muscles because I've been injured for the past 2 seasons, and I just want to finish out this last season just as strong as I can because I want to be there for my team. Even though I know in the beginning I did not want to come here and play soccer anymore, I just I've grown to love it, and I'm like, I need to finish this. I have the potential. I have the great teammates to be there and just do it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think Timmy talks to us a lot about how we win at Piedmont. Like, that's what we do.
We don't lose at home.
Yeah, and we don't lose at home. Like, so losing the semifinals the past 2 seasons has been really tough. I mean, we have played tough opponents, so it's not like we just went out and lost to some team who was terrible. Like, they were tough opponents, but I think everyone on the team can say that we want to win conference this year more than anything, especially like our class. Like, we won our freshman year and then went 2 years losing in the semifinals. Like, if there's anything we want to do at the end of the day is finish it out on top.
Yeah.
Just how we came in.
No, that's real for sure. Wait, you guys won your freshman year?
Yeah.
Like the whole tournament?
The conference and the tournament.
We won regular season, and then we also won the conference tournament.
Okay.
And then the CCS, it was their first ever year, so we couldn't get an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament, so we got an at-large bid, which was super cool. I remember, like, sitting in the Selection Sunday room, and our team, like, people were like, oh, like, we're ready to be done, whatever. But then when our name was called on the screen, like, everyone was so excited. Like, nobody was actually ready to be done, even though, like, people said it.
Yeah.
So we went on to the NCAA playoffs, and we lost first round. But it was still a really cool experience to be able to play in the tournament.
No, that sounds really cool, honestly. I mean, as freshmen, I mean, I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Paige and Christina, with y'all being seniors next year, what role in leadership do y'all want to bring to the team next year?
I was talking about this with one of my teammates the other day, and we were talking about how our entire rising senior class are all leaders in different ways. And so it's really cool to see and, like, see us be seniors now, because even when we were freshmen, like, we were leading in different ways. And obviously, like, we were following the seniors and the people above us, but as we've grown as a class, everyone plays a role on the team, and everyone has an impact in a different way.
Yeah. I feel like for our senior year, this is actually a really hard question, but I don't actually just said it really good again. I don't know.
It's tough because, like, obviously, I mean, leadership comes in many forms, but I think with, like, the last question, like, everyone's on the same page about what our goals are for the season, and that helps, like, push everything down to the classes younger than us. So, like, they're on the same page, and we all can have a common team goal, and hopefully as a senior class we'll be able to, like, perform on the field and off the field and show the team, like, what we expect and what we want at the end of the day.
I think, leadership as for our final year, we want to inspire the incoming freshmen and, like, even the younger classes, like, this is who Piedmont is, and, like, this is what we can do, we're capable of doing it, and we just want to be able to reach the full potential and win.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I enjoy watching. Honestly, since I came to Piedmont, I've kind of gotten more into other sports, but I could for sure say, like, men's baseball, women's soccer, even men's soccer. Like, I enjoy watching you guys' sport, not just because I gotta work. I work for the operations, I get paid for it, but also because, like, it's good and it's cool to see, like, other athletes my age being able to do what they love and stuff like that. But my next question for y'all is, how much will it mean to win the CCS championship in y'all senior year for Coach Timmy, yourselves, and the team?
It would be, like I said, how we came in, we won. We want to finish out how we came in, and it'll be great because that's retirement. For me, that's retirement.
Nah, that's real.
Retiring with another ring would be great, and it just shows that, like, it proves to all my coaches that in the past that had doubted me, like, that I did it. Like, I was able to overcome all the mental challenges, the physical challenges, and just I was able to finish out being a soccer player the way I wanted to.
We've all worked really hard during our time here, and all of us really loved Coach Timmy and Coach Steph. And so I think it would, at least to me, and I know the majority of our team, it would mean like everything to be able to like give it back to them and be able to win a conference championship, not only for our class as we leave in our final year of soccer, but also for them. I know Timmy's coming up on his 100th win this upcoming season, and that would just be amazing to be able to like celebrate with him, and not only that accomplishment, but a conference championship as well, just to close it out. And I don't know, it'd just be really cool.
They just do so much for us. Like she said, when we're paid back to them, because they're great coaches.
Yeah, man. Coach Timmy, I've met him a couple of times. I actually just worked with him this past weekend at the softball game. He was a pretty cool guy. So, hopefully we can get that 2-time, for the 2 times, if you feel me. My next question for y'all. What impact has Coach Timmy had on y'all personally and the team this year? Or just y'all, since y'all been here at Piedmont playing for him?
He's a really good, figure to look up to. He's just so genuine and understanding and just really good guy. It's so easy to talk to him if you have problems. He's there for you, soccer or not. He's there for you, and he also shows it on the field too. Like how I was always injured, and he knows because he's been injured before. He understands the way the body works, and he's like, oh, you need time off. You take the time off you need to rehab, all this and that. He understands, which is so good because as a coach, usually you have a bunch of mean coaches that just don't care about you. Yes, we have a big roster, but he cares about each individual person so much. You're not just a number, you're a player. He does care.
Absolutely. He cares about each of us so much. He takes so much time to get to know each of us and what we're doing and what we're involved in. There have been so many times where I've been so stressed, and I'll ask him a question, and he will take the time to, talk it out with me. And sometimes it'll be, hours long, but he knows that, if that's what I need, he's going to be there. And he'll do that for anybody on the team. And on top of that, coming out of the game, as a coach, some coaches, if you feel like you played terrible, your coach won't say anything to you when you come off the field. But Timmy always gives a fist bump coming off the field. He always says good job or says something. Because at the end of the day, being out in the field is exhausting and it's stressful, and you want to make sure you're doing the right thing. And he's always been reassuring, and I don't know. He's just always there for us and encouraging us and making it fun. Something I really think about, and Christina probably can relate to this too, is a lot of schools, especially college athletes, just get burnt out.
Yeah.
And I think Coach Timmy does a great job of not letting us get burnt out, because he makes it fun and he cares about us, and he's going to push us to be able to be a winning team, but he's not going to push us so far to where we all want to quit and we don't want to play soccer anymore.
Yeah, man. Shout out Coach Timmy for sure. From the people I talked to on your guys' team, he definitely does seem like a very supportive coach that wants the best for you at the end of the day, which is also important too. My next question, and I'm really interested because I always ask people give me a day in the life or a game day or whatever. So my thing is for y'all, I want to know, can y'all give me a day in the life of a Piedmont women's soccer player on a game day? Let's say it's a home game though.
Home game, okay.
Yeah, home game.
Weekend or weekday?
That's another thing too. Sometimes they ask me, we could do weekday.
Weekday. Well, go to class, go to the AT room, get some heat, roll out, stretch, and then we go down to the locker room. We got the speaker going on for sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's always bumping.
Someone's dancing.
Someone's dancing. Someone's doing the worm.
The worm?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we have a whole party in there before we get hype, and we turn off the lights and have the LEDs on. Yeah.
Before a game?
Before a game.
Y'all don't be
Well, and every player's different. I'm personally not a big dancer before a game, so I typically sit in the locker and I just observe, because I like to see my teammates having fun too, and I like to be involved in it, but I'm not gonna be the one breaking it down, you know. But it's a fun environment, and then some athletes will be the ones dancing, or someone's playing the music. Some girls are getting their hair done.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I don't get a little too let's say not tired per se, but over, I don't know how to explain it. Y'all don't get, I guess you could say too tired before y'all play, Like, because y'all, like, using, absorbing so much energy, like, trying to hype each other up?
No, we gotta have the adrenaline up.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
how we all get hyped. That's how we actually wake up.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and then we go down to the field, and then we have our playlists that while we warm up, so it's going. We still have music.
Yeah.
I think the music really helps us like stay energetic and have a good warm up, because then people are still dancing and moving around or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
Because the other part, like, you want to be in a good mood going into the
Yeah.
game. Like, if you're just, like, in a miserable mood right before the game, we're all just going to play terrible.
Yeah.
So we like to play music and have fun that's going to make us happy going into the game,
Oh,
no
yeah.
matter what else is going on in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just the worm part. I kind of threw me off. I was like, what? But,
Yeah, that's few and far between. Not everybody does the
not
worm.
every
Yeah, but, I mean, that's very interesting, though, kind of, you guys give me a day. Oh, wait, did you?
she didn't.
No, but, like, mine's pretty similar. I typically don't go to the AT room unless I'm dealing with an injury. Like, I hurt my ankle one season, and so I had to go get taped. But besides that, like, I'll spend time outside rolling out on, like, the concrete out by the Mize and just, like, take my phone and listen to some music that isn't exactly the music, because as much as I love, like, listening to, like, Sexy Red and Glorilla, like, I need my country music pre-game sometimes, so I'll just sit by myself and listen to country music and roll out and get in my mindset before going and joining, like, the hype of the locker room. But that's, like, my only difference.
Understandable. My last question on the sports side, when your girl's college career is over, what career path do you want to pursue?
I want to be an occupational therapist.
Okay, what is that exactly, though?
It's similar to a physical therapist,
Mhm.
but it's not really focusing on like physical injuries, more like motor skills. So say you had like a stroke and you can't brush your hair, then I'll help with like, and I work with kids, so like just helping daily activities.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just something chill.
Yeah, how about you, Paige?
Christina's saving the population out here. And
Nah,
I want to
for
work
real.
in sports. So, I don't know. I have been back and forth a lot, but I really like what Danielle and Joseph do at Piedmont. I mean, being a sports information director, I think it'd be fun. I love being able to be a college athlete, and I think working with college athletes would be a lot of fun. And I think Danielle and Joseph do a great job of, like, recognizing all of us. They'll, like, post us on the graphics, and they'll write articles and include names. Like, even if you had, like, a small, like, defensive role, sometimes they'll include your name in it. And so I want to be able to make sure that college athletes are recognized at institutions. Sometimes, like, especially at D3, you're like, oh, I'm playing D3. Like, I'm never...
Feels good being noticed.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, you're not a number. Everybody's somebody at the end of the day. So even if you're
Exactly.
D1 or D3 or NAIA, that's, you're still somebody. So
Exactly.
That's
So
really cool.
I want to contribute to that and kind of let other kids experience what, like, we experience here at Piedmont.
no, that's really cool, man. On to mental side questions. My first question for you girls is, do you feel like mental health is important in the sports world, and why?
Oh, definitely. Like I said, like I had 2 ACL injuries, and those were the roughest 2 years of my life, where I was mentally like not there, and I didn't ask for the help. Like, I was just dealing with it, and it was also during quarantine, so I wasn't able to really have my friends come over. Well, the second one was during quarantine. It was tough. Like, it was really tough, because then you really think about, should I keep doing this? Do I keep working on it? Or do I just give up? Like, it's hard, but it is possible to overcome those mental difficulties for sure, if you have the right support system, and if you just don't give up. Like, you can overcome it.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, if you're going through the same thing, like, you can overcome it. You just have to be in that headspace, and you'll do great.
I fully agree. I think that confidence is a big part of sports. And I know, like, my freshman year, I was nowhere near as confident as I have become. And I think that if you're struggling with mental health, your confidence is going to be down, because you just don't feel confident about yourself, or you're second-guessing things. And so the more confident you can be in yourself, not cocky, but confident, you can perform better. And so I think it's definitely a big topic in sports, because you want to feel like you're reaching your potential, and you can't do that if you don't feel like you're comfortable in your headspace.
I also want to add to, like, you can't also push yourself down. Like, I know I'm not to put Paige on the spot, but, like, she was so hard on herself freshman year especially, and I'm like, Paige, you're a great player. You're here for a reason. Like, do not be hard on yourself because you have the potential to do great. And she's been winning awards ever since. And
Facts. I've been seeing that. I've been seeing that.
So it's just like if you have good friends around you to help you get, like, push yourself up, like, you're only human. You're going to make mistakes also. Like, don't be hard on yourself. That's all I want to say.
Absolutely, no. And, like, off that, like, thank you, Christina. But, like, you need to have, like, supportive friends. And, like, that's also going to help you through mental health. And that's what teammates are for. Like, if you don't have supportive teammates, then, like, you can't have a supportive team. You can't have a not supportive teammate who's going around preaching mental health when they're bringing you down. Yeah. So we're really lucky to have a team where everyone's really supportive of each other. And Christina's going to call me out for being too hard on myself.
One of the first interactions that I had with Paige freshman year, we were in Washington, and we were playing, like, well, I don't remember which team it was, but it was one of those, like, high-ranked teams. Puget Sound, maybe. And Paige comes off the field crying. And I'm like, Paige, why are you crying? Like, we're playing one of the top teams. And she's like, I don't know, I'm doing so bad. I'm like, you're doing good. Like, stop crying.
To be completely fair, in that game, I did go in for, like, the first 5 minutes, got a yellow card, got scored on, and then came out. And so I was like...
It's a learning experience.
It is.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, you're only a freshman though.
It was my first ever college game too. So
wow. Well,
like
that's understandable. Was it nerves that, kicked in your first ever college game?
I think I was nervous, yeah, but also I'm always nervous before every game, no matter what. But also the pace of play from high school to college is very different. And, like, I know some people don't struggle with that adjustment at all, but I know I did. I played on a really good high school team, and even still, like, coming here, it's just different. Like, and you're playing against girls way bigger than you. Like, even Christina's saying, like, at the D1 level, they're even bigger than this. But coming in as a freshman, like, you're 18 playing against girls who are 22, 23, especially with COVID years. So I would say nerves, but also, like, I physically was just, like, not ready for it.
Yeah. It's a big adjustment, but you get over it.
No, thinking about it, NCAA rules nowadays, you could be maybe 24, 25, maybe even 26.
Kind of.
Because I've seen, not even in soccer, but, like, somebody for, like, the Miami Hurricanes, like, 26 playing college football.
It's different. Each division is different, has different rules on things. So, and COVID year, like, everyone getting that just, like, pushed everything back, too. So, we'll see.
My next question is, what about being a college athlete can kind of take a toll on your mental?
Definitely the pressure of just having to do good all the times and the competition, especially, I feel like in women's sports, even, like, in high school and in college and then professional, there's always competition. There's always the need to be better than this person. Even your teammates, like, there's always competition, there's always egos coming in the factors, and I feel like that can definitely have something to do with it.
Yeah, especially with a roster our size, like, you're always fighting for a spot. And our team doesn't show it like that. Like, we're all very supportive of whoever's on the field and whoever's playing. Like, it's not like, oh my God, I cannot believe Christina's playing right now. No, like, you're always going to support your teammates no matter what. But, of course, like, who doesn't want to play? So it is that pressure that Christina talked about of, like, wanting to, like, get minutes and, like, maximize your time as an athlete.
Yeah.
But also, like we talked about, the time management balance. That's tough, too.
No, facts. I got plenty of friends as athletes, and all I hear is about y'all time management issues, man, so for sure. But my next question is, I know you talked about your ACL injuries, and, Paige, I know you, well, I don't know. I've never really heard about you, like, having, like, any downfalls. You always seem like a person that's, like, well put together, well in order. But this question can be for both of you, and if you do have, like, a story to piggyback off of, then you can. I got question. You. Has there been a moment throughout your sports career where your mental health was affected by your sport or something outside of your sport that affected you while you were, like, on the field? Or, like, say, like, for example, like, you got a game on at the field at the bottom eyes, and you got like an assignment or something that you probably think you failed. That's on your mind though before like the game, something like that as an example.
Probably like exams, I would say, that are just like, because I feel like recently there's not enough hours in the day to do everything that I need to do. And especially if we have a game, we have to be there 2 hours before the game. The game is 2 hours. So that's already like 4 hours of my day, minus the talks after the game, cooling down, changing, then getting food. Like, it's just a big part of my day, and it's just like more stress that I added to whatever. But also, I would say, like, with my weak hamstrings that I've had recently, I'm always going and stepping onto the field wondering if it's going to pop, if it's going to give out on me. I'm always thinking about, like, I'm always worrying about something. Injury, school, I'm always worrying about just random stuff.
That's something that Timmy and I have talked about a lot over my 3 years here so far. Crazy, it's been 3 years. But it's the fact, like, because I do so much, I've always struggled with, like, compartmentalizing. And so he's been very, like, hard on me in a good way, like, to encourage me to be better at, like, okay, like, this time is for school. Now this time is for soccer. When I'm at soccer, don't think about school. When I'm at school, don't think about soccer. And it can be so hard to do that because I could be sitting in class like, oh, we have a game tonight. Like, I'm excited or I'm nervous or this. But, like, by, like, being in the moment and being present with things, you're not going to stress about it. It's like this season I got a lot better at that than I have been in the past. When I go to practice, like, I focus on practice. So I think that that's something that definitely a lot of athletes struggle with because it's hard to just, like, put everything aside, especially when you're in college and, like Christina said, like, if you have a test, like, you want to be able to study and make sure you get a good grade on that. So.
But also, like she said, when you step on the field, that's your main priority at the moment. It's just, like, still adjusting to that, being like, oh, because I'm here for my degree. I'm not here to go pro. Like, I need to worry about my exam. But also, soccer is, like how we talked about earlier, it's the escape that we have to help us.
Yeah. My next question is, as athletes that y'all are, how do y'all handle adversity?
I mean, the prime example is the season, like we talked about earlier, with our keepers and everything. And I think our team does a really good job of handling adversity just because we kind of bond together and we're like, okay, this is what's going to happen. But also, Timmy really, like, and Steph, like, really shine a light on that. They're like, is what it is, but, like, we're going to push through. Like, if we had a coach who was blatantly just worrying constantly and making it known to us that he was concerned about everything, like, I think we would be a lot more stressed and we wouldn't be able to perform as well. But because we have two figures who are like, we're going to solve the problem, it trickles down to us and we feel more confident and more capable in our abilities.
Like, at the end of the day, the game doesn't change. You played this game your whole life. Like, just keep playing the game no matter what challenges we face.
No, that's real. I'm not gonna lie, that was real. I might have to clip that. What makes having confidence an important factor being an athlete?
It definitely affects the way you play and the way you perceive yourself. I got told by a coach from club, he's like, I'm moving you down from, like, I was at the top team, so I'm moving you down to the second team because you have no confidence because I came back from an ACL. And I'm like, oh. It's like, ow. But that pushed me to be better and, like, push myself to gain more confidence and play with more confidence. And I feel like that really helped me coming in as a freshman. I was able to be, yes, I'm small. Yes, I'm, like, really short and whatever. And I was like, you know what, I'm not going to let this, what his words say to me, like, really push me down. I'm going to prove to him that, like, yeah, I'm small, I'm short, that I'll be able to play at the collegiate level with confidence the way I am. And I was able to do that freshman year.
And this year. And last year.
When I'm not injured.
But, yeah, no, I agree. I mean, part of my capstone is, like, looking at superstitions and realize that, like, that impacting confidence and, like you said, like, mental health, it all goes together. Like, if you're able to be confident, you're going to be more successful. And I know my freshman year, like, I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't, like, know if I was playing good at soccer, and it was just a mess. But then the summer after my freshman year, I went to an internship where I had to deal with a lot of responsibility, and I was successful, and that gave me so much confidence that I came back my sophomore year, and, like, I knew who I was, and I knew what I wanted to do, and I was confident in myself, and I had a much better year my sophomore year than my freshman year, and I think it's because of confidence. Like, it drives you to be better and, like, to reach your full potential.
You're also more comfortable with the surroundings you were in, too, so.
That too.
I mean, y'all are two pretty good, well put together athletes, student athletes at that, honestly. I mean, shoot, I'm trying to be like y'all for one day. Sadly, though, I'm categorized as a NARP, so
It's
that's what
alright.
it is, man. What you had to say, though?
Like, it takes a lot of going through a lot of challenges to build up to where we're at now.
Mhm.
Like, just the stuff when growing up, and then it helps shape us who we are.
Yeah.
Like nothing comes easy,
Yeah.
you know?
Mhm.
We worked for this.
My last question on the mental side, do you girls think your sport has helped shape or grow you as a person?
Oh, for sure. Like I said earlier, there's a lot of competition as like female athletes, and it just helps me like in a way to be like, I don't have to be like this person. I don't have to copy their attitude. I'm who I am because I have this confidence of who I want to be, and I just think like it also put me in a good headspace knowing like I'm actually, for my height, I'm really like, I'm good, like I'm physical, I'm aggressive and it just, that also helps me with confidence, like knowing that I'm like, some people like are scared of me. Like not that I sound cocky or anything, but like they're like, oh, she's strong. Like, yeah, I am strong, and I'm not gonna let like some tall girl like affect me that way. Like, no, I'm gonna fight back. Like, I'm gonna show you what I can do.
Tight.
Yeah, I mean, soccer just like, I think sports in general shape people. I mean, you learn how to how to work on a team. You learn how to communicate. You learn how to support each other. You learn so many qualities that like you can get in other places, but it's just different when you play a team sport, especially for this long into college. I don't know. I just think it helps shape people, and I don't know, working together and making friends. Like, it teaches you like, you're going to be put outside your comfort zone, and you're going to have to handle it and learn how to deal with it. And some people never get that experience. So I feel like we're very lucky to be able to like play a college sport and get that experience of having to make decisions and face challenges right in front of us every day.
You can think of it as like a family. Like, your coaches are your parents. They're telling you what to do. They're telling you how you can learn and grow. And then your teammates are your siblings. You're fighting for the attention of the parent or something. And you can also obviously learn from your teammates and like your siblings in that way. And I feel like that's how I kind of see it. So.
Yeah, man, that's pretty interesting. I never thought about it like that.
What sports did you play before you came to Piedmont?
Basketball. That was really much it, though. I mean, I played football a little bit, like flag, but my mom was always scared, like, concussions and stuff, so I only played basketball, but, yeah. But on to the burner side questions. My first question for y'all is, did y'all have any other offers coming out of high school outside of Piedmont?
I have...
Or interest?
Interest? Huntington, LaGrange.
Christina!
Yeah. So every time I see the LaGrange coach, I always tell him hi, but he's not there anymore, so... no D1s. God, no. Daytona State, Polk State, and I think, like, Southeastern University. It was a long time ago. I don't remember, but, yeah.
I remember I looked at Limestone University. I really liked their campus. Their coach was really cool, and they had a direct program for what I wanted to do. Tennessee Wesleyan.
I heard of that school before.
Yeah, they're in NAIA, I believe. And then Southern Wesleyan by Clemson. Reinhardt, but I didn't really want to go to Reinhardt. They were, like, way too close to home for me. But, yeah, I don't remember. I think everyone got, like, any girl club soccer player the years that we were being recruited. Jacksonville University sent an email, too. I feel like...
the one in Florida?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone got, like, you go to a tournament and it's like Jacksonville University's emailing you. So.
Oh, they were like thirsty for players?
I think so. I don't know. It was weird. It was so weird. But, yeah, I mean, just like small schools. And, I mean, I don't, like Christina talked about how she didn't really want to play too much. But, like, I was very torn on it. And so I'm glad I found Piedmont just because otherwise I probably would have gone to a big school and played club.
Yeah.
Which playing for a school is way better in my opinion.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
for real. Next question. This is very interesting. I want to see what y'all say. So you're coming back from a long. Say y'all coming back. Y'all as a team are coming back from a long road trip, and Coach Timmy say y'all got sprints when y'all get back, but don't give y'all a reason as of why. What or who, in a funny way, if y'all do name somebody, may be the reason for having a run when y'all get back.
Okay, well, I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say for leaving trash on the bus.
Oh, wait, you said the reason or the person?
Both.
It could be either one or both.
I was going to say trash on the bus because Steph always tells us if they find any trash left on the bus, like, we're running the next day at practice. Which, it's, like, just a cleanliness thing and a respect thing, which is fair. But.
Yeah. I just say it because, like, we just leave stuff everywhere. Like, we don't clean up or we don't bring the equipment. Like, say we left the cones. Or, like, then we're like, oh, shoot. Yeah, we gotta run.
Y'all are cooked.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on. What?
Nothing.
Next question. Who's the most wild or funny person on the team, and do you have an appropriate story?
Gretchen.
Yeah, Gretchen.
Yeah, I figured
She's
Gretchen.
a character.
She's just so funny.
Before
Before her, Skeeter, though, 100%.
Skeeter?
Yes.
Yeah.
that's
Did you ever
pretty
meet
young.
Skeeter?
Damien.
Damien.
What's her actual name? Hold on.
No, you wouldn't know
Harris.
her by her actual name.
Skeeter.
She did the death drop at the basketball game. Was it my freshman year?
Yeah, I think so.
What, did she
Like-
graduate last year?
Yes. Skeeter went to a Piedmont men's basketball game and, like, at halftime just went, like, right in front of all the fans and just death dropped.
She was never embarrassed to do anything.
Nah.
And Gretchen's very much, like, the same way.
Yeah, no, facts. Gretchen, when I met her a couple of times. Actually, me and her pretty much know each other nice a little bit. She definitely always doing something funny. It was something I seen on, like, social. I think it was, like, with the s'mores or whatever. And, like, like, she was eating the s'more, but, like, it was, like, everywhere. And it was, I don't know, it was just the picture was funny. That's all.
I mean, she literally dressed up as the Hulk for her media day pictures. Like,
yeah, that's literally her profile picture.
yeah.
Yeah, she cool, though. She funny for sure.
Her senior night this past fall, she gave the seniors a dance in her Hulk uniform with the lights and all.
We told you we party.
That includes the Hulk.
Oh, that's real. My next question is, favorite music artist, current or all time?
Mine is Raúl Alejandro. He's a Puerto Rican rapper, singer, does everything. So he's a wonderful man.
Got you. That's like just overall for you?
Overall for right now, yeah.
Okay. Mind you, this, whatever y'all pick, will get posted when I post it. When I post the episode.
What do you mean?
Like whatever artist y'all pick, I will be putting that artist to the episode that I post. Which
God, I don't know. I listen to so much music. Like, it's kind of like insane. I mean, I've listened to Taylor Swift my whole life, so you can hate all you want, but I do.
No, you got it.
I do like Taylor Swift. She puts on a phenomenal concert.
Yeah.
But, like, I also listen to country music, like, all the time.
Mhm.
And I love classic rock. Like, I feel like I can't pick an artist because I just like so much music, you know?
No, that's real. That's real. Personally, me.
Oh, wait, can we guess?
Mine's?
Yeah.
If y'all want.
Kendrick.
No, Christina. Sadly, no. That is not my favorite artist. He's not nowhere near. No. Oh my God.
Someone play Not Like Us.
No, please. No, please. No. We're just gonna go to the next question. Yeah, that was crazy.
Okay, so is it Drake?
Aubrey Graham? Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I thought it was Kendrick for sure.
Nah, I'm not a Kendrick guy. Kendrick, he clown, man. Nah, I gotta get out of here. But on to the next question. If y'all could travel anywhere in the world, where y'all traveling to?
Japan, 100%.
Japan?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a first on this podcast. That's a first. Why Japan?
I love their food.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I think it's so beautiful there. Like, just a little island, and then their culture is just amazing. And, yeah, just something new, because, like, I've been to South America before,
Mm-hmm.
been to Europe. I would love to go to Asia.
Okay. Some deep travel for real. How about you, Paige?
I've never been out of the country except for
Like,
when
for real?
I was 1 and went to Mexico, but that doesn't really count.
Yeah,
So
that's understandable.
I just want to go somewhere. I don't really like people always ask that, and I'm like, bro, I have no idea. There's so many cool places. But Christina and I have been talking. We really want to do a trip to DC to see the cherry blossoms in the spring.
We planned this freshman year. It has not happened yet.
Well, I mean, I got like another year maybe,
We do.
Yeah.
so I got time for
We'll
sure.
figure it out.
I've always said Belize though.
Oh,
Yeah, I got my TikTok back the other couple weeks back, so you know, Belize was on my For You page, and you know, just fell in love with it ever since. So Belize has always been a destination spot for me.
I bet it's so pretty there.
It is very nice, very very nice for sure. My next question: if y'all going to the gas station for snacks, what 3 items are y'all walking out with?
Hot Cheetos.
Okay, hot Cheetos,
Probably a honey bun.
frosted or regular glazed?
Regular glazed.
Regular glazed.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe water.
Okay, some
It's like a
smooth, some
thirsty one.
smooth.
I'm definitely getting Sour Patch Kid watermelons. I
Mm.
love them.
PK, those are tough.
I know.
Those are tough.
And then probably maybe like a bag of goldfish or something like that.
Okay.
And then if it's a drink, it just depends. Like if I need the energy, the Orange Dream Alani, so good. If I don't need energy, just like probably like a Gatorade or a Powerade.
Okay. That's some chill for real. What flavor?
Not grape. I hate grape.
Okay,
Anything
yeah,
but
cool,
grape.
cool, cool. Oh, you know what? You know what? This just reminded me. So say you're getting a Gatorade, right? Okay. Oh, you know what? Nah, cause me and Draylon, you know Draylon? So we were talking about this the other day. He said that lemon lime Gatorade is green, but everybody's been trying to tell him it's been yellow.
It's yellow.
It's yellow.
It's yellow?
Yeah.
All right, so Draylon, I'm gonna send you this clip right here, bro. And it Gatorade is yellow. Lemon lime Gatorade is now yellow. So just want to let you know that.
The green is like sour apple or watermelon or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of wild though to me because I don't think lemon lime Gatorade has always been yellow like that. Or am I tripping?
Could not
I
tell
think
you.
it has.
I don't know. It like it kind of changed over the years.
I don't know, man.
My second to last question for y'all: if you're stranded on an island, what 3 things I'm making sure I got with you?
My water for sure.
Water.
Ice crisp cold water.
Very essential.
Tanning oil.
Okay.
And a book.
A book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think a book for sure. A radio, because I need the music.
Okay.
Ugh. It's got to be water or sunscreen, but I'm gonna go water,
Water.
because
Water is very
Oh, you need
essential.
sunscreen. You're going to turn red.
I know I'm so pale. I need the sunscreen.
My last question for y'all: if y'all could look back and give your younger selves advice, what would it be?
Stop letting people walk all over you. Stand up for yourself and be confident in who you are.
I would say just be proud of yourself. You're going to face many challenges, but you can do it.
So I was a navigator this past semester. I did sail or whatever, and what I used to always tell my voyagers was like, let's be great today before you left the cabin or whatever. So if I can get a let's be great today from y'all before we end the pod, that'd be amazing. And if I need to count, let me know. Actually, I'll probably say it with y'all for real.
All right. Yeah, let's count.
All right, bet. 3, 2, 1. Let's be great today. Yes, sir, man. Well, all right, Live Tap family, that is the end of the Paige Kluba and Christina Sierra episode, but y'all stay tuned because Thursday I have Piedmont women's golfer Aaron Donovan coming on the pod to interview your host himself, man. So y'all stay tuned, and like I always say, let's be great today.